Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So I'm here to bring you this, truth about me, right? My life. Um, and with that, I just want to incorporate some, things that I've been through in my life. And I just want to share it with you guys since, I feel like I've come a long way from where I started, right? Or how my life began. So I just want to take a moment to just share all of that with you guys. So I want to start here by showing you guys this plaque that I received from my dad when I graduated from junior college. And that junior college, I mean from my 2-year college that I went to prior to me going to a 4-year college. So on this graduation plaque, and this is it right here, I don't know if you can read what it says. Let me move my hand so you can read it. But if you can't see it, I'm gonna read it. And it says, graduation. The key to success is having dreams. The key to success, sorry, let me go back. Sorry, I read it wrong. I know, I'm being slow right now. So it says, the key to happiness is having dreams. The key to success is making them come true. So based on that, like at one point, I really did believe that the key to happiness was having dreams and the key to success was making them come true. And I felt like I did that, right? So I followed the protocol that they told us to do. If you want a good life, you need to go to college, get an education, make money. And that's what I did. So after I graduated high school, I decided to go to junior college. So I went to junior college for 2 years, and then I transferred to a 4-year college and I got a degree there. But I got my degree in health and nutrition sciences. I never worked in the field. Matter of fact, whilst I was getting that degree, I was already in my career. So, but in order to advance in my career, I needed a degree. So hence the reason I got the degree. So it says the key to happiness is having dreams. And my dream was to get a degree and get a good paying job that can pay me so I can live the life and all of that stuff, right? So after doing that, I started advancing in my career. So basically, in order to advance in my career, I needed to get take a test. So you got to take a test, and every time you take a test, but you also need to have a bachelor's degree. So I figured that a long time ago that, okay, I know in order to get to where I need to go, I need a bachelor's degree, the success, right? And I need to take all these exams to help me propel. And that's what I did. Got the degree, started taking all these exams, started propelling. Now, the more I started to propel, it's like, okay, I started making more money, and then I started getting less happy. So I was making the money, but I wasn't enjoying it the way that I should, like I thought I would be enjoying it. But I'm like, okay, maybe I'm just not happy at this level, right? So maybe level 1 I'm not happy at. Maybe I'll be happy at level 2. So I got to level 2, and I'm still not like happy. Like, I'm satisfied, the money is way better than what I was making before, but I still want more. There's a hunger. I need this success, right? I need the success. So that's what I was aiming for, the success. So I'm like, okay, I'm not happy with a level 2. Maybe I need to be a director. Maybe that will make me more happy. And then I'm like, okay, yes, that definitely will make me more happy. So what did I do? Took a test, and became a director. Now at the director level, I'm making way more money, but I'm still not happy. Like, there's still no joy in the amount of money I'm making and the level that I'm at. So I'm like, why am I not happy? Something must be missing in my life for me to not be happy. And right around that same time, I developed this, I injured my back. So I've been lingering, prolonging, really dealing with the issue, because I'm like, you know what? I'm at the level that I wanted to be before. So, you know, I'm just gonna stick there, and you know, just maybe I will grow to be happy in this position. And I'm gonna say, it's not that the work is hard. It's not the job itself. It's just the awakening that's happening in me, and me realizing that no matter how successful I've become, that doesn't bring me joy. Yes, it pays the bills. Yes, it allows me to have materialistic things, but I don't feel a satisfaction. I don't feel joy from it. So, you know, since my back was injured, I'm like, you know what? I need to take time off to care for myself, because I've been chasing my dreams. And according to my dad, the key to happiness is having dreams. The key to success is making them come true. So I'm like, okay, I have a dream to be successful, and the only way that I can be successful is if I make that dream come true. So I'm chasing the dream. But the Most High, I swear, like, he just knows when to sit you down so you can just get your shit together. Let me put it like bluntly. So with the pain in my back, I'm like, okay, you know what? I really need to take care of that pain to see what's causing that pain. So basically, the Most High sat me down, and when he sat me down, I started to have more of a self-reflection, right? So I started to watch certain things just started coming to me. So certain YouTubers started coming to me. When I went on Instagram, certain information just started coming to me. When I was outside, certain things just started happening. So I'm like, okay, why is all of this happening? Like, what is it that's going on that I need to know? Then the whole I got introduced to a book, and once I started reading the book, I started to get overstanding of the world and how the world really works. And with that overstanding came more. So it's like, once the Most High sits you down and he's like, he points you into the direction that you need to go, he will keep pointing you. If you remain faithful to the Most High, he will keep pointing you into the directions that you need to go until you have an overstanding of the world and what the world is. So with my overstanding now, I've come to realize that nothing is real in this place. Everything is fake, in terms of the whole construct of the way the world is organized is not real. Meaning, they tell you that you need to eat 3 meals a day, right? Way back when in our ancestors, they were hunters and gatherers. So think about it. They were leaner, they were healthier than what we are now. they did not have all of these diseases, and they didn't have to take a bunch of vaccines and all of that. So basically they tell us that we need to eat 3 meals a day. But if you think about it, do you really need to eat 3 meals a day? Because they tell you you need to snack in between. Do you really need to do that? Because honestly, I've been having maybe 1 meal, maybe 2 meals a day, and I'm surviving just fine. Like, I'm not starving, for the most part. Like, when I'm thirsty, I just, and this is not promoted or anything, but I have like a drink. I'm not sure if you can see it, but a protein shake. I get those from Whole Foods. They're really good. So I substitute a meal with my protein shake, and I'm satisfied for the most part. Another thing is, they tell you that you need to do all of these visits. You need to get a mammogram. You need to get, like, just, I'm not saying you can't. Okay, from my understanding about this, right, a lot of the cancers and illnesses that people experience, they were created because the atomic bomb that was dropped on Japan, in Hiroshima, was actually tested in Nevada. And some of these particles have a 24,000 year half-life. So basically, a lot of these particles are in the air, and the wind blows, it travels. So basically, every time you take a breath, we're inhaling particles. And my understanding is, like, everything else, cancer can be eliminated. The thing that causes cancer to spread is when you go do these biopsies and they cut you open. And what happened, the cancer is contained in a sac. So once they cut you open, the sac is like thumbtacks, right? If you drop a bag of thumbtacks, they are like all over the place, and you can't contain it anymore because it's all over. So that's like when they tell you, oh, you need to take this exam, you need to do this every year. It's all about money, bro. It's capitalism. It's all about money, and it's not really about you as an individual. So with me getting this understanding of how these systems work, I've come to the realization that the system is just, this matrix is not here to help. Like, there's nothing, the only guarantee in life is through the Most High God. And I know some people may be skeptical, some people may not want to believe, and that's up to you. Everybody's entitled to believe in what they want to believe. But for me, I believe that the Most High has guided me, has shown me the way. And all I had to do was ask for forgiveness. I'm not perfect. I'm not claiming to be perfect. None of us are perfect. God knows that. And He knows that if you ask for forgiveness, He will forgive you. But you have to be willing to ask for forgiveness, because that's the only time that you will be able to open your eyes and see what's really going on in the world. Because a lot of, I go online and I read on Instagram, and the people I see like online following the stuff that I'm into, I could tell that they're awake, they know what's happening. But for the most part, a lot of people, I go outside and I look around, and a lot of people are still unaware of what's going on, what's happening in the world, even with the shutdown, even with Trump building that ballroom. Like, a lot of people are just not aware. And I don't blame any of you, because I was in the same position as you. All I'm saying is, you have to ask the Most High God for forgiveness, and He will definitely forgive you, and He will open your eyes and direct you where you need to go. Because That's the only way you can wake up from the sleep, the slumber. Because yes, we've all been asleep, and when mean we've been asleep, we've been programmed by the movies, by the people around us, by some of the books that we read. If you notice, it's a lot of programming. Ask yourself, why do I do some of the things that I do? And I bet you just can't think of why you're doing it. Or if you come up with a reason, you think, okay, my mother taught me, or my grandmother, or my auntie, or I've seen it, or school taught me. And just a little wake up. School is not there to teach you anything, because for the most part, all you need to really understand is how to read and how to write. And more than that, you need to have understanding. You need to know how to have logic and how to think. That's the key word here. You need to know how to think, because if you don't know how to, if you stand for nothing, then you can be tricked into anything. And for a lot of us, we have been tricked into just following the mundane life that we've been going through, like wake up, work, school, party, this. Like, where is God in all of this? Where is the Most High within that spectrum? He's absent. And that's why a lot of people right now are suffering from depression. They're suffering from anxiety. People are off ending their kids. People are just living really like wild lives. They're unserious about life. And it's not your fault. You've just been programmed that way. But if you want to unprogram yourself, you need to surround yourself with people that are awoke to what's happening. And when I mean awoke, I mean they can see through the matrix and they really understand what's happening. You need to ask God or whoever you pray to for forgiveness, and your sins will be forgiven, and ask them to show you the direction that you need to go into, because you need to, in order to ascend to your higher self, you have to ask God to come into your life. You have to be a good person, not be a good person by doing good deeds for others to say, you have to be a good person within your heart, and you have to do things to help others. You have to do it without wanting anything in return. You just have to embody the light, the divine spirit that's within you, because the Most High lies within all of us. This world is being ruled by evil. It has been taken over by evil, and every day you have to fight for yourself and for your children. If you have children, you have to fight for your children. And in my next video, I will explain how you have to fight for your children. Because if you don't fight for your children, the devil will definitely come and take them away, because the ultimate goal is to lead your children astray and for you to be in tears. Remember, God will never create diseases and sickness, and he would never do that, because the God that I know that has protected me through so many things would never want to see us hurting and crying. So this has to be a man, and I'm not talking about man as in male. I'm just talking about man, woman, or man. This is their world, and that world is being ruled by evil. So with that message, I just want to tell everyone, please like, comment, and subscribe. If this message touched you, or if you felt something from this message, don't forget to like, comment, and share. I'll be interested to know how you think, how you feel. We need to get this message out there, guys. The more that you guys share the message, hype it up, get me into the algorithm so we could get the message out there. It's really important that melanated people understand that they are the key to a lot of the things that's happening in the world right now. But the Most High people, and the Most High says that he would not forsake his people. No matter if you come to him, you will be protected, because he will not forsake you. Only man can let you down. God will never ever let you down. So on that note, I'm grateful that you came and you got this message. If this meant anything to you, don't forget to leave me a like, a comment, and don't forget to share. Thank you. Peace.